What's happening YouTube? It's Scott here from FudgeMuppet, and today I'm bringing you our newest build, the Argonian Slave. We spent ages looking for the right kind of armor to suit this build, and well, scaled horn armor is looking great. Like honestly, we tried everything, and no armor we could find suited this build just like this one does. So you guys better damn appreciate it. If you haven't noticed, the swords we're using are Nordic swords, which were introduced in the Dragonborn DLC, but they also suit the Argonian too. Like when you look at an Argonian fan art and you see the guerrilla warriors, these are the kind of machete-shaped weapons that they've got, and they're often dual-wielded too. So as you guys can see from the build name, it's an Argonian, and it is, or in this case, was, a slave. We always give you a backstory into the character builds we make, which we believe is essential for role-playing, so being open to interpretation, this is what roughly happened. To begin with, the Argonian was born into slavery under the rule of House Dress, a great Morrowind house, which you may know are heavily involved in enforcing slavery. He lived amongst many other Argonians on a salt rice plantation on the Drashan Plains, labouring all day, but with every second of rest he had, he was practicing lockpicking and plotting an escape. Of course all this is done on the sly, and being the shifty Argonian that he was, he eventually escaped from the grips of House Dress and successfully fled to Skyrim. The Argonian slave was well aware of the discrimination towards his kind in Skyrim, and with this in mind he fled to Cyrodiil. With a bit of bad luck he was caught trying to cross the border and taken to the nearby town of Helgen for his execution. So now you're stuck in Skyrim, but with the knowledge and skills that you already know, you end up fitting in well, with an edgy resentment for Dark Elves. Obviously you don't like the race that enslaved you, so you can either kill them if you can get away with it, or just treat them like the evil bastards they are. As you can see, the skills you're going to need are one-handed for your blades, sneak for ambushing and guerrilla warfare, lockpicking for role-playing in tight situations, light armor for protection, and also archery for your bow. Just touching on the bow, it's not meant to be used in an intense manner, but rather line up and prepare your shots from afar. If you click the perk link in the description, you can see the abilities you're going to have and the ones you'll be missing. Also, as you can see, the way this character is played is very fast-paced. Often you can use the bow from a distance, but close up you're going to be using a lot of sprinting power attacks and a lot of dual-wielding power attacks. This really fits in with the whole guerrilla warfare role-playing theme, as you can sneak up on enemies and then ambush them in a flawless quick motion. The sneak aspect is not only helpful for stealth, but also for combat, as the last perk you get allows you to turn invisible for a brief second when you sneak in battle, which ends up confusing enemies and letting you get easier kills. For the best aesthetic, we've chosen an orcish bow and glass arrows, as the colour scheme fits with the rest of the character's apparel. But in the end, you can change the look as you see fit. Also, in the end, it's really up to you guys. Like all the time we're getting these comments asking, can I do this, and can I do that? Of course you can do it. You don't need our permission to change the character. Small alterations won't break the character. These builds are just guidelines for you to kind of follow. Also, again, we keep on getting asked what a fortnight is. Just for anyone who missed it, it's 2 weeks. So our builds come out every 2 weeks, although from November onwards, we're hoping to be able to have one every week. Now that I've cleared that up, we have arrived at the end of this build video. I hope you enjoyed the build, and as always, the link for the perks needed is in the description. We're actually changing the voting options now from 3 choices to 2 choices. We've done this so the builds can actually get a chance of being voted in instead of the new build being voted in every time like it has been so far. So this time we're choosing between the Pirate, a charming Redguard from Stros Mackay, as well as the Centurion, an Imperial Legionnaire war machine. If you're new to our channel, the voting is done on Facebook, and the link to that is in the description. Remember to subscribe, and to all the people who already have, you've been our inspiration that keeps us making more awesome builds each fortnight. If a fortnight is too long for you guys to wait, and you're really anxious to get stuck into some new builds, I'd really recommend Tommy Zola. Tommy makes Skyrim builds just like us, as well as a whole bunch of other gaming videos, usually Skyrim related. He's got some really good ideas, and they're often showcase builds from Skyrim blog. We found him on the Skyrim blog and we were really impressed, so if you guys want to check out his channel, we'll leave a link in the description. That concludes the video, so a huge thank you to you all. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it around as well. You can follow us on Twitter with a link in the description below, and we'll see you guys next time.